Hello. Hope you guys are doing good tonight. I want to give you a fair warning. I want to give you a fair warning that tonight's stream may be a bit shorter than the usual ones because I some business to attend to afterwards. This is gonna sound stupid, but like when someone needs to talk to you and their only way to talk to you properly is through VRC, then it's kind of weird. But that's pretty much all I gotta do. And apparently, it's really important, so you know your boy has to show up. We're gonna get as much done as possible. Well, as I say, as possible. I'm not entirely sure how much we can get done. You know, especially monsters take like hours to kill, but whatever. We'll figure it out. Now there's a new upgrade for Streamlabs, where not only am I streaming 60 FPS 1080p, but now they also have a new NVENC thing. I forgot what it's called. It's for basically the video graphics cards and stuff, so that you can for a better viewing experience. And I'm gonna try that out for the first time. If the stream starts to tank itself, then I will switch back. As well, I don't really normally stream in 1080p. I just want to see how the quality would be if my computer can actually handle it. So it's just more or less a benchmark test, and if it works out, then we can stay that way. So without further ado, yes, I'm repeating things twice today. We are gonna get started. Probably should open the game. Yeah. Fool, you are but a fool. There. Okay. I played 43 hours of this game. I don't believe that for a second. I don't know why. Feels like longer. Excuse me. Do. Now, hopefully, I hope the quality would be good. I do like, you know, I usually take quantity over quality, but if I ever get a chance, like I do now as opposed to the last build I had, to have better quality in games and also to stream it that way, then I will take that opportunity. Why not? Improves viewing experience, sir. Yes. And you just forgot to join the Discord. Crap. Shit. We're gonna. It feels like there's something stuck in my throat. It's weird. Start the game. You know who we be. Search for online session. No, you can create a session. That's what we usually do, so you can keep it private. Thank you, King, for being supportive. Just saw that. Thank you. You homie. Okay. So, as you do, switch over to...
The first Wyverians might be able to tell us where Zora Magdaros is.
Easier said than done, check. 1 second. Where's my Discord? Hang on. There we go. Join that channel. That's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Something will come across my mind. I gotta turn on the music a little bit. There we go. So hopefully this works out. I'm keeping a good eye on the stream. If it starts to tank on both of my devices, then I will absolutely switch back. But hopefully this will work. Issues on my processor's an i3, so it might not work in terms of processing power. But it's supposed to be better frames, better quality. If you haven't already, switch to HD. and see how that works out. Speaking of which, probably do it on my phone. My phone automatically goes to 240p, 480p even. I don't know why it does that. It's not that you. Okay. It's one thing I keep forgetting to do is upgrade the actual armor. I'm always hellbent on actually getting the armor. I should probably upgrade it. Otherwise, it wouldn't really make any sense, you know. I remember I had these and it's a waste. Can I sell it? Can't sell it. Bullshit. You have 3 whole armor spheres. What are you, level 5? That's level 2. That's level 1. That's level 1. That's level 1. So I've been upgrading the chest, really? Bud. Okay, that's... No. Wait. I feel... I've been doing bounties. I have not been doing bounties lately, no. Because I'm mainly... I'm really focused on the story of this account. Off YouTube, if I was on Twitch and I use this one, I'd probably be doing bounties with homies. There's that. But this far now, because I can only cram so much time for Monster Hunter. You know, there's limited bounties. I don't even know what the hell I'm looking at them. We gotta go back to the Agent Force and find the first Bavarian. Okay. Press pause, then triangle. Nice. Okay. Are you trying to get my session ID, sir? Good luck. No, seriously, good luck. Okay. And or ma'am. No, your name is Rick. Yeah, sir. Righty. Where is objective?
Did you just assume gender?
Yes. And when the hell did you join? Why didn't I hear you?
Just now. 1/8 of a second ago.
Might have been blind. Deaf. Fuck! Jesus Christ. Okay, never mind. I don't deserve to live at this
Sorry,
point.
I'm blind. I couldn't hear you. I'm colorblind.
I'm color deaf.
Whoa.
Good God.
Can't say color like that.
God damn
2019.
Ah, shit. I fucked up. Right. I have 4 camps. When? Oh, yeah. Fuck. I keep forgetting everything I do in this game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Stream's starting to tank itself, I think. I need chat. I need y'all to help me out. Let me know when the stream starts to tank. I'm serious. Let's go to camp.
What are you doing expeditions for?
They told me that you'll find the first Bavarian. Baka.
Well, I was asking. I told you I just got here.
Oh, sorry.
Calm down.
Good to see you, Naughty. Or hear you.
Get your panties in a bunch. Good to see you too, man.
Thanks, King. Streamlabs recently released this update, so it uses more of the graphics card for better quality. If you understand, it's called NVENC. Like,
No idea.
Start looking for clues.
Nevenk, let's say it. Oh, imagine you have to start out by crawling. It's supposed to be light on the game and also have better quality for streams, which I don't really see how that works.
Let's split up and search.
I mean, that just changes where the stress is at. If you have a better processor, then that's a worse update for you.
True.
If you have a better graphics card and a dumpster processor, then it's really nice.
Okay. Well, I got dumpster processor and a good graphics card, so.
Yeah, so we'll find out if it was actually beneficial or not. Because the idea would suggest that a good graphics card and a dumpster processor would really benefit from this. which seems to be what gamers tend to do.
Yeah.
They entirely neglect the process and then play VR chat, wonder why they get 4 FPS.
They complain and shit.
They complain and you're like, what do you expect? You have an i3. What do you want from me?
I mean, I'm running it well. I'd say I'm running pretty well in VR chat. Like, you know, those if a world is properly crapped, then you know when a world is properly crapped. You know, because aspects of that world that still work. But if you have a box and you complain that it's unoptimized, get the fuck out, please.
Well, yeah. Well, at the same time, if you're in a world with 5 people that are running full body and using 280,000 polys, yeah, sorry, I don't have a 9900K that's overclocked to 6 gigahertz. My bad.
Jesus Christ.
I'll get right on that freaking $2,800 computer. Let me just do that.
Running VR chat on a Pentium with 2 gigabits laptop. Yeah, sure, that's not gonna work for you. That's the only reference I can make because I had one of those. It ran none of the game, my friend.
Friend of mine was talking about building a server with 2 Xeons in it.
The hell's a Xeon?
It's a potentially extremely expensive. It's a server processor, is what it is.
No, Jesus.
Has like 22 cores. It's strictly designed for that, for like servers that are running, you know, 80 or 90 processes at a time, just doing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And he was gonna put 2 of them together on like 2 motherboards. He had a really, really complex idea of like building a really, really good, potentially good gaming computer for like $300.
Yeah.
It's not for normal people like me. It's a reactor idea, is what it is.
It is reactor.
Except this guy was using about 25 years of computer design knowledge.
Genius.
Yeah. It's like when you call someone and someone in India answers and asks if you restarted your computer and goes through like 100 different steps so that you can find out
Yeah.
Thank you. To find out your monitor's broken.
Yeah, fuck.
He wrote those ideas. He was the one who originally came up with most of those.
Anjanath is just like they're chilling. They're not gonna bother with him.
You go tickle him.
No, I can kill him now. I feel confident about that. The thing is, I don't want to fight him right now.
Even though you're using the weapon that's weakest against him.
You say that, but I killed him a couple of times with the glaive.
I know he's resistant to fire.
Oh yeah, true. Which is
why you made the weapon out of him.
Yeah.
High tier, you don't make him out of Anjanath. High tier, you make him out of Rathalos.
Yeah.
The other fire asshole.
Do I have? What if I use I have a bone. What's the electric squirrel?
Toby.
Toby, yeah. What if I use electric stuff on him? Nothing.
I think he's weak to electric. I think it's 2 stars weak.
So if there's an issue, then I'll just use that against him. I never really thought of that. Fuck. I forgot to use fire.
Yes.
Man's dropping mixtapes on
It extremely matters when you fight monsters that don't have like 1,700 health, but instead have like 38,000.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, if you don't use the right element, you go from taking 10 minutes to missing the 1 hour time limit.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare, and you hate the earth.
King says this weapon is Rathalos.
The weapon you're using right now.
Yeah.
That's still fire. That still defeats the purpose of fighting fighting Anjanath, which is resistant to fire.
If you use Rathalos against Rathalos, would it do anything or not?
Well, like, not every monster is resistant to its own element, and there's quite a few that are actually weak to their own element.
Toby!
So that's why you generally look through the weapon, look through the hunter's guide or whatever.
Yeah.
And they'll tell you if you do enough research on it. Which is basically, if you can track it, you should be able to get it. To figure out the weaknesses.
Yeah. Hey, Buds! Buds, we up in the chat.
I see that. I'm reading it.
No, I mean, we are in the Discord.
No. No!
God, not again.
I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
Where the fuck is this first Bavarian bastard?
Dude,
I know I've found it before.
I almost missed my class this morning.
What, you don't want me to join?
You almost missed your class this morning. What happened?
When the hell did you get in here?
Did you not? So I'm not. It's what you heard. You didn't hear him coming.
No, for me, I didn't hear it this time.
I didn't hear it either. What the fuck?
Silent boy. I'm a ninja.
Bud, you'll probably enjoy this actually. I almost missed my class this morning, and the dream. So for some reason, my alarm didn't go off, and all I can remember is the last like 10 seconds or so of my dream is we were all sitting in class, and someone went to go to the principal's office, and all I could hear was like the fucking Halo theme, and then it was I'm already Tracer, and we were all yelling it, like singing it together. And then I woke up, and I was really, really stumped.
What the f...
And it was just, I'm already Tracer. And I'm like, really? Is this actually happening?
Wow.
And I woke up just really, really disappointed in myself.
You should be.
I have no idea. But that was the dream, that either my alarm didn't go off, or I slept through it because that was happening.
Imagine a thing in your dream is being so loud you can't hear your own alarm in real life.
It's really entertaining, apparently.
It's
It's my unconscious self.
already had.
I don't know.
Oh my god. Or you know when you're about to go to sleep and then you start falling and then you wake up. Yay.
Yeah, I do that in the library.
Yeah. You keep going that way.
And then I look like an absolute moron. Because, like, the chairs are comfy enough to fall asleep, but they're not set up where you can actually sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can lean, but it's not quite enough for you to get, like... your arm isn't high enough to prop your head up to sleep, because the second that you just barely, like, you start tipping off, your head falls off your hand, then you startle yourself, and then everybody looks at you like you're mental.
Fucking doofus.
Yeah. And I just look around going, whatever. And then I do it again. Like 5 more times on the class.
Dude, I almost got into a few car accidents today.
A few?
Yeah.
Were they your fault?
So many close calls at work in one area. Just like...
You almost killed people at work. Nice.
I almost crashed into cars at work. Just feeling sleepy, you know, as you do.
Oh,
Hey,
so it was your fault.
Yeah, it was my fault. Absolutely, I'm not blaming anybody else but myself for this one. This is absolutely me. 'Cause I'm just tired. I'm sleepy as fuck. I had a restless night.
Fire, because it's a car.
For fuck's sake.
Okay.
Whoa.
And then, like, you know, you feel tired as you do at work, and you're kind of driving.
Car.
Th-
Okay.
Things like you can't really stop, right? What I do, you have to be on the go all the time. So I have to keep going, but it gets more and more tiring. Hey, you just fall asleep mid-drive, and then you wake up and say, oh, okay.
And then you wake up to somebody pulling you out of car going, you killed my daughter.
Imagine.
Oh, no.
Jesus. Aaron, what's up? For fuck's sake, what are you even doing here, Jeff? I fucking teleported, bud.
Well, I also found out my aunt that should be in prison is not in prison now. That's
Right.
cool.
So, what'd she do?
It's a long story, and it's all really stupid.
Okay.
So here we go.
Hey!
I don't really know the gist of, like, before what she was originally put in prison for.
Okay.
She got out, and then she, like...
She didn't escape shit. She legally got out, right?
No, she didn't escape. Nah, she's too drugged up.
Okay.
Could you imagine, like, somebody who can barely walk getting away from police officers?
Oh, shit.
No, she got out because somebody posted bail of, like, $15,000.
I see. Hey, honey.
Because people with too much money on their hands don't know what to do with it.
Oh, Jesus.
She was in trouble for, like, armed robbery,
Oh, fuck.
drugs,
Makes sense. As those two would correlate.
theft of an elderly person,
Of course.
and theft of that elderly person's stuff. That's what she was in trouble for. I don't think she was really guilty of mostly any of it. I'm not surprised that she was in prison, but the charges were really stupid from the story that I was told. It was like she got a legal paper from a lawyer because my great-grandmother was put in an old folks home and she didn't want to be there. So my aunt got a paper from a lawyer that had a statement with my great-grandmother's signature that she signed. Wasn't forged. It was a legitimate signature saying I didn't want to be here. So my aunt brought that to the old folks home. They released my great-grandmother. My aunt drove my great-grandmother to her house to get some of her things. The police changed the locks while the stuff was still inside. So how are you supposed to get the things? Instead of my aunt going, there's probably a back door or a window. Nah, I'll just break the door down.
No, of course you would.
So then gets arrested.
Okay.
It's great.
That's funny.
My game just crashed and I'm really sad.
Rest in peace.
Good thing it saves every 10 minutes.
What game you're playing?
Aurora Dusk.
Ah, that one.
It's run on a 32-bit operating system, which is dumb.
Why?
But it also has the worst graphics in the history of mankind.
I'm not hearing any plus sides here, Naughty.
The game or like life in general? No, life sucks.
Both.
The game is actually really fun. I mean, like the graphics, if the gameplay or like the strategy and stuff is really good, I don't care about graphics. I could care less. I played a lot of games where by the time you zoom out or you're looking on like a strategic map, everything is like squares and rectangles anyways. Who cares?
Yeah.
You're running strategy and you're just trying to outsmart the enemy, so I could care less what it looks like. It just happened to crash, and it crashed because it's run on a 32-bit, which means it doesn't use very much RAM, because 32-bit only runs 3 gigs max. Okay. So it gets to the point where if the waves of enemies number big enough, the game just melts down. You can't kill them fast enough because all of a sudden 19,000 enemies just appeared, and then the game crashed.
Oh, yay.
You can't kill them in an instant, so the game dies the second that many monsters spawn.
Moms?
There's nothing you can do. Huh?
You said moms or monsters? Or like moms?
So, I meant to say mobs, M-O-B, because that's what we call them in WoW and RuneScape and basically any other MMO on the planet.
Yeah.
But they're zombies, so they're not really monsters. I guess they're kind of monsters. They're not human.
Nah.
But by that definition, so are cats. If your definition of monsters is not people, then cats.
There's zombification of everything. Doesn't matter.
There's an actual zombification of deer in real life.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Also, Rogue, when the fuck did you get here?
When did Rogue get here?
Oh, you guys didn't hear him come in?
No!
No.
Hey, you guys...
That's because I... Jeez.
My shit's
Rogue's,
borked.
Rogue's a ninja like me.
You ain't shit. Talk about your ass being a ninja.
If by ninja, you...
Fuck you, I'm a ninja. You didn't hear me.
If you're a ninja, then I'm a ninja. I'm 240 pounds. What you talk about?
I'm more like Santa Claus.
See, I heard that time.
That was iron.
I know.
Iron's here now?
I didn't hear either of you though.
I'm not hearing any of them.
I just now heard Iron join, but I didn't hear the other two plebs.
Oh my god, I'm just one-shotting
That's
everything.
popular now. Wow, every time you play Monster Hunter, everybody joins. Weird, right?
I know, right? It's like they like this game or something, or like me. Nah, it's a game.
Yeah, nobody likes that shit game you're playing. God, that's awful.
Hello. Yes.
Hi, Dad.
Oh.
Shut. He's probably
I was
telling me to go to
knocking
sleep
on wood.
at a very unreasonable hour.
Rogue, it's okay. It's okay to feel sad. We all know your father left you.
Oh, that's not. Oh.
I almost made a bad joke, but I held it.
Say it.
No.
Why not?
On stream, I won't.
Oh, stream, type it.
Types it in the stream chat.
Oh, Jesus.
Where the fuck is this Bavarian bastard?
Mostly because I'm not looking at the stream, so it wouldn't get to me anyway.
King, can you tell me where this guy is? Walking aimlessly
Now
for
you
hours.
see why I didn't say it out loud.
If you have it like the slightest, I bet he's like randomizing you. I also forgot what he looked like. Great. I knew I first Bavarian bastard.
Oh. He's like Yoda with a
with like
fucking
a
rice hat on.
yeah, with the fucking web-looking shit. I mean, he's in this cave I was just in. Pretty
Well,
sure.
no, he's in a random spot every time.
Yeah, but I met him once in the cave. He probably would be. I can just double check.
Was it a cave?
Insect glaive. Hello. Okay, stop it. Stop it.
No,
It's
I
a
was
gaping
making
cave.
I was making an achievement hunter joke.
Oh. Never heard of that then. I guess. Up the tree. Oh, the big tree. Fuck.
Big boy
I
tree.
can't
go
wait
up
for you to
there.
run up there, and then King goes, "Well, that's where he was when I did it," and I'm gonna go, "See? You mean like when I said random?"
I mean, you can, well, this is a mission though, right? So maybe
Yeah.
it wouldn't be
A
randomized.
mission with the same parameters as when you have to find him in any other point of the game.
Maybe. Okay, well, that's one place I haven't checked.
Every
so.
time you see him in an expedition, he's in a random spot. Except after this quest, he will give you a Wyverian token or whatever, and then you can buy worthless garbage after you meet him like 5 trillion times. You can get a single gem.
He gave me random shit before. No,
Well, no, like afterwards he gives you a specific token. It's called like the first Wyverian's token or something.
Oh wait, hang on. Let me try this real quick. Let me see how fast I can scale this here thingy. Check this out.
How fast?
This is
Depends on how fast you can mash spacebar.
doing it.
And he jumped off.
Good
Way to
job.
go.
Oh, not very much. You have to get stamina for that. Never mind. Yeah. Well, shouldn't it be?
Wow, you got up there about as fast as an average sloth. What the
I
hell
know.
is that?
Yeah, that was an attempt. Wait.
My character jumped up there. I was freaking lightning speed.
I think he might be right. There's footprints somewhere. I didn't say anything about fuck it.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about da either. Maybe I wasn't listening.
Where's these footprints? Hang on. Oh,
On the ground, I think.
Well, I know, but like.
Maybe they're on the ceiling. That'll really stump you.
There we
Yeah, I
go.
got my
Now,
PE teacher like that, and a gym that has like a 50-foot ceiling. And I just walked over and I'm like, "Whoa, have you seen those footprints on the ceiling?" And he looks up and sits there, and then looks back down, going, "I hate you."
you know, it'd be worse if you managed to get footprints up there somehow. You just like get a stick with a shoe attached to it.
I mean, I was gonna say no, a stick. Yeah, a casual, enormous pull for pole vaulting. No, your best bet is to just like put some really nasty shit on your shoe and just keep throwing it at the ceiling until it hits.
Oh yeah. But it'll
And then
sort
when
of
it
give
gets
it
stuck
away
in the
because it'll be like
rafters, you're like, shit.
you'll see the attempts. Otherwise, yeah, you get stuck in the fucking rafters. I actually did that as a kid, and we never got it down.
Dude, there was constantly there's 2 things. One, there was one telephone pole near the school that had
Here are the students. Just follows them around everywhere.
one of the.
Looks like we both arrived at
There's
the
a
same
student that
place.
was up there. It was really weird. No, there was a pair of shoes that was like they tied them together and just lobbed them on a telephone pole or like on the
Wires.
lines.
Right.
But every couple of weeks, it was a different pair.
What?
The thing that
Like
made
a
me
different
really
pair
fucking
added, or they
sad
were
was I
switched
know
out?
that it was the Rogue. Shut up. I know it was a different pair. Like they took the effort to pull them down to put another pair.
My question.
Why?
No.
What is wrong with that
Please
person?
stop us.
Who touched them?
Right, that's
HG
fun.
fucked up the meat.
Da, da, ba, ba, ga, da. Yeah.
You fucked up your sentence there, bud.
You fucked up that steak there, bud.
My guy looks so badass with that face mask.
What's real? Wow. Can anybody speak English in this call at all?
Not anymore.
I said face mask.
No, you thought you said face mask.
Faced mask.
Faced? Ace is the face. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Oh my god.
My brain always wants to finish that with helpful hardware stool.
Was that Rathian?
What?
I don't
No.
know. Just every time I
Rathalos, damn it.
Roar.
Oh no.
Yay, I get to fight you again.
It's my nightmares.
I love fighting this motherfucker now. I used to hate fighting him.
What do you mean you love to fight him?
I love fighting him. I legit love fighting him.
How many times have you fought him solo?
Like 3 or 4.
How many times have you killed him solo?
Twice. Because the other times you fucking run away.
Well, because I'm judging from the fact that you're wearing almost entirely gear made of him.
Squeaky helped me with this.
And I want to know how many of those times were Rage going, yawn, tier 8, and the boss died.
Actually, I'd say it took an equal amount of time, you know, to kill it. Because it didn't go that fast.
You're telling me it took Rage as much time to kill it as it took you to kill it?
No. But like, let's meet in the middle, right? A long time for me, a short time for him. Just say a mediocre amount of time between both of us.
Oof.
Bud, you're Canadian, right?
Not for fuck's sake.
Can you
Not
translate
anymore.
that?
Oh.
Pretty much he was saying since Rage has his tier and HD as his low tier shit, then it takes a mediocre amount of time to be able to complete comparing those two together. If that made any sense.
It's him.
Cool.
Just find
So
another
what I
Canadian.
gathered out of that is Zero is saying he's as skilled, and proportionately, he's killing it as fast.
Somewhat.
Comparative with his gear. Is that what I've gathered out of this?
Top of the food chain?
Not as fast, but
No, I'm not
better
saying
than
as
I was
fast
before.
because-
You know.
Because Rage gear smashes.
Yeah. Let's say, if I were to say, he probably
Bastard.
went lower tier-ish.
What?
Everything like lower. He probably bought his tiers down. Kind of.
Oh, he did what me and Honey have done every time we've played with you.
Most likely.
Well, except for the one time when I messed with a glaive because I didn't have a glaive at all, excluding one of 2 glaives that I got from Cole. The 2 tier 8 items I have is a sword and shield and a fire glaive. I use a bow. Thanks, Siege Boss.
The insect glaive works amazingly on Rathos. I'm surprised.
I mean, there's a lot of weapons that work really well on a lot of bosses.
I bet.
Like, not to sound like a smartass, but I'm saying, like, I don't think the glaive really works any better than any of the other weapons as long as you know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah. Eat this burnt steak, excuse me.
I think you're just knowing how to play.
Unless you're a great sword douchebag.
I tried to be a great sword douchebag, didn't work out too well.
Oh, you mean the weapon that you walk over and one-shot the boss?
Yeah.
Well, I tried.
Well, no, like, there's a lot of setup that goes into it if you really want to try.
I might. I've really been thinking about doing it lately.
Don't.
Why not?
Because what's going to happen is you're going to go from the fastest melee weapon in the game. Well, maybe the dual sword. No, I would say the glaive is faster. And straight to the slowest weapon to ever exist out of any video game on the face of the planet.
Yeah. With upgrades, it's still mighty slow.
Like, I've watched Honey, and while Honey plays the game very well, where I'm just loading damage into the boss, he hasn't hit the boss yet. Because see, you're jumping up and hitting Rathalos, you still wouldn't be able to hit Rathalos yet with the greatsword.
Oh yeah, because he's fucking up there.
That's what I'm saying. The greatsword has no ability of hitting anything in the air. You can't jump, or at least unless Rathalos like starts humping a tree or something, then you can probably explode by jumping on that tree.
I'm slightly disappointed that as long as, like, you know, because the insect glaive is just as long as the greatsword, right? How come you don't have the same ability where you can just launch stuff in the air? It's like pole vaulting.
Because it's a fucking great sword.
They're as heavy. They're both fucking heavy.
Whoa, hold on. Are you saying that length equals every other dimension doesn't matter?
No.
Because if I pull out a katana, which is like 1/8 of a millimeter thick, and then I give you a baseball bat.
What?
Well, the baseball bat's just as long, so it's just as heavy, right?
I hear him.
No. The katana is like 1/8 of an ounce, and the baseball bat's 12 pounds.
No, he's not listening.
I don't.
If only
You win
HD.
this one.
I'm just trying to understand your thinking of they're the same length, therefore same weight.
No, but like there should be some applied use to like both of them equally. You know.
Well, okay, so I would disagree there, and here's why. Because why would you use one weapon over the other between these two if they played extremely similar? I think the point of having the different weapons is because you get to experience a different playstyle. You can play the glaive and be super fast and play more on the fly, whereas the greatsword you have to plan a lot of stuff ahead of time, because as I said, it's the slowest weapon in the game. You might as well fuck the boss to death.
Wait, that's an option?
Oh dear.
Probably. I mean, you can tap them. Who knows what happens afterwards.
Or you can just break the fucking hammer.
Oh yeah, the other weapon that's like the slowest thing in the game.
Yeah, I don't see
Also,
any. I don't want to use that thing
In
at all.
in DPS relation, I think that's just barely better than the sword and shield.
No, no. Yeah, I don't use that
I love
either.
the hammer.
You use a hammer?
Not bad.
Bro, you know how much fucking damage I do with that thing?
I know.
I just look at damage meters, and I've never seen someone do half of my damage.
What do you use?
I use a
Hey,
bow.
you do if I have a full charge attack, I can almost do 200 damage.
It is Snowy.
But in the time that you've charged up that weapon, I've hit the boss 9 times for 60 damage.
Actually, it takes about 2 to 3 seconds to charge it.
Yeah, but how often do you get 3 seconds where the boss doesn't move?
You
Not
don't need
very often.
3 seconds, or you don't need the boss to be not moving.
That's why I find annoying. Like, you can use like the slowest weapon in the game for something that moves like all the fucking time. And
Well,
you
I
have to
mean, that's how
charge.
the game's designed. Like, when you notice, oh, I was just about to get my hit off, and then the boss moved. You know, they design it that way. Most abilities take roughly 3 seconds to go off, and so of course the boss moves every about 2.5 seconds.
Probably have to catch
Oh,
them.
also, yeah, what Honey was saying, it's not very helpful when you play with other people that are melee. But of course, if I was to play melee, I would be that other asshole using the longsword going, swish, swash. Oh, sorry, I interrupted your combo. Oh, my bad, my bad. Because of course my sword is longer than my self-esteem.
All I did was the hammer was the
Definitely
sliding
longer than
thing,
the
jumped
thing.
off
That's
and did the
not
fucking spinning thing in the air.
Someone check Discord chat. See who else joined that we can't hear.
No one.
What? There's you, me, Iron, Rogue, and Bud. We're all here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just one minute. Say, oh, this person joined, but you didn't acknowledge them. Like, I couldn't hear them.
That's the
If anybody
idea.
says that, then they'll say it to us in chat.
Who uses long
Honey, that's a little true. Well, no, I never mained longsword. I just looked up, like, what are the best weapons, and of course, when I first start out on a game that I didn't want to play to start, and then they go, dude, the longsword is easiest weapon in the game.
No.
Which arguably, as far as melee goes, it seems to be. Because who cares if you're fighting Tyostra and he's in enraged mode and has like 5 billion armor and can't be damaged? You go, for me, because I don't use controller, I go control, 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 control. What armor? Oh, the armor that's gone now and I hit through it anyways? Who needs a hammer when I can just mash control and I hit through the armor anyways? And then the boss hits you and you're sad.
What's control do? The longbow. I use control.
It uses the
Spirit sword.
yeah, the special attack or whatever that charges your
I'm
ability.
flying with it. It's so good.
Oh yeah, you're only in an anime do you get double jump.
Yeah.
Except you get double jump
Oh, fuck.
off of your double jump, off of the other double jump.
You can have like infinite double jumps.
Yeah, because what is gravity?
This isn't stupid. This is advanced stupid.
This is advanced. Oh my god, Anjanath, he showed up and then he left, you dumbass.
Yeah, because Anjanath showed up and realized that it was his big brother that was there and went, oop, fuck that.
Brother.
So Anjanath is the big boy until Rathalos shows up, and then he's a pussy.
Oh, yeah.
Because Rathalos, excluding Devil Joe, is the apex in this area.
love double jump.
And
Are you saying that ironically?
They say they're adding.
Yes.
Is it going to be as stupid as when they implemented Tempered Behemoth that one-shotted things that weren't on the map?
I'm never going to fight that fucking thing.
Like, when I say not on the map, I died in town.
What do you mean he died in town?
There was a bug where if he would use his meteor, so I would join a game that was like a couple minutes in. They found the behemoth, and he would use his meteor, and then the meteor would hit me in town. And then the game would say I died losing a life, even though I haven't started the mission yet.
But then how the hell does it gauge how much health you have?
How much health I have,
Because
it's
in
a
town, you don't
one-shot
have health.
mechanic.
Oh, it's a one-shot mechanic.
If you get hit, you die. It's
People
not
die when
how
they're
much health you have left, it's
It's how
your
much health it can take.
gone now. It doesn't matter what you had before.
Oh, you tripped on me,
But I'm
bitch.
fully healthy. It didn't matter, I hit you with a bus. That's what that means.
you
I deserve that tail,
truck
bitch.
by a truck.
And that's why I stopped playing the game. Because the next build I was gonna try included the armor from Tempered Behemoth.
Oh, what fun.
But of course it was impossible. Well, if you were unlucky and the bug happened.
Didn't they fucking fix that shit and worth it?
Maybe. I haven't had the game and it's... Wait. Let's see. When was the last time I played that shit? 2/8. So, 2 months ago yesterday.
Fireball.
I missed you by 2 months. Goddamn it. I need to show you.
You missed... We played together, you dongus.
Did we? Oh, no. That's how I like the inside glaive. I forgot.
Yeah, because
Ah,
I
fuck
used
that.
it.
Because you used it and it looked really good.
If you can call what I did using it. I went click, click, click. Look, it's low rank and I take no damage, and the boss died in 4 shots. It's so fun. But I had absolutely no idea what I was doing.
You didn't know how to use it, although you liked it
No,
so
I didn't
much.
even know how to leave the ground.
Then
All
I
the
figured it
controls,
out.
I didn't have a clue. I had mastered bow, and I could solo with bow. I could play with teammates on bow, which of course means I used a ranged weapon, so all the melee had to chase me and the boss around. Because the boss never looked at my teammates because I was ranged.
Oh, man.
So I would go, dodge, 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 haul ass.
Snipe. Die.
Burn.
Kill. If you're lucky.
You can dodge that move with an emo. King, I feel like you're lying to me. Or it's another bug anyway. So I don't know if it would be considered fixed.
Speaking of bug, I don't use my ice bug very often. This bug can be very helpful in this situation.
I don't know how much damage it does because at low rank, I don't think my bow did more than 2 points of damage, even on crits, until I hit high rank. And then it hit for 90s. You're poisoned, sir.
Where?
Run.
I was gonna antidote my ass, but apparently not. I'm gonna need more stamina.
And you die.
At least it's not like I don't think I'm timed here. It's an expedition, so.
No, an expedition you can fight. Well, if you die, what is it, like 3 or 4 times? If you die while fighting the boss just leaves.
My
So
fucking
you can't just face smash the boss until he dies.
issue is that even on a regular expedition, if this is not a mission at the moment, then you probably already left by now. Which I'm very scared, because I'm like, wait, how come you haven't left? This is an expedition.
Well, no, because so the thing that oh, you have to hunt him now? Wow, that's actually stupid. I don't remember having to hunt the Rathalos now that I think about it. I must have so long. They normally give you like 45 minutes or whatever to kill him.
Yeah.
Or 3 deaths.
I do not
Which,
have
of
any
course,
time limit or
3
death
melee, all in the same spot. They all get 1 shot if the game's over. And then you cry. Mr. White.
Gunlance.
Is he
Gunlands.
quiet for anyone
You
else?
said Gunlands.
I heard him the second time. Is he quiet for anyone else?
For me, so that's it.
Okay.
Yes, I missed my gun.
$5 for an emote? What the fuck?
Emote that jumps in the air. Wait, yeah, is Monster Hunter getting into microtransactions? That's disgusting.
Yay.
$5 to avoid Behemoth's one-shot mechanic whenever you want. That's dumb. Oh, that little bug you have, by the way, that you're shooting at him, it turns into, like, at least from what I could see. Did you ever play Skyrim?
No.
Did you ever play Oblivion?
Yes, but not really.
Do you remember the Atronox?
No, I did not get that far in the game.
You know, it makes me feel better knowing you haven't played Skyrim, so...
Honestly, I couldn't deal with all the fucking walking in the game. It's so much walking.
What?
I'm pretty sure you can get a horse in the game. I ain't fucking sure. I was too impatient.
Yes, you can. You can also fast travel.
Yeah, I can
If
figure it
someone
out.
get played for that $4.99 special emote because Honey says it's free.
Oh no.
Dear Lord.
How can you be a Bethesda fanboy after all the shit that's happened in the past year?
Oh dear.
Fallout
please,
76, am I right, boys?
no. No.
Still haven't played that yet. No, I don't think I
Did you
will.
know that they're gonna implement pay to win?
Oh yay.
The thing that they said
We're not gonna do.
to pay, the only thing that will be in the store to pay, the Atomic store, only appearance, only like
Cosmetic items.
cosmetics. They're bringing in repair kits that you can pay real money, cannot be traded to players, and cannot get in-game.
Yay.
And when you use it, instantly repair any weapon to 100%. Do not need to be at a base. Do not need to be at a repair bench or anything. You can do it on the field. How is that not unfair?
That's stupid.
Oh, but don't worry, because you can get some of the advanced ones for killing the Scorch Beast Queen at a 1% drop rate.
Good job, Bethesda.
GG, Bethesda, GG.
So, yeah. So after the amount of kills that it would take that you would need to repair your weapon like 50 times, you get to repair it for free once. Oh, but I paid $35, so I can repair infinitely whenever I want. Which means I can grief you for hours. Never have to repair. I never have to leave you alone. That's what I gathered.
I said it. I think I've said it in a single stream at this point. Stop roaring at me to stop me midair. How the fuck does that logic apply?
I told you, all this shit's designed, bro.
Fucking.
They go, well, your ability will last about 3-ish seconds. We'll have the ability go off in 2.5 seconds. And we know that you'll hate us. And we will laugh because you already paid AAA prices.
The Dragoon jump emote isn't free. It's a The question
I was asking. Because King said you can get the Street Fighter Hadouken that does 3 attacks to monster and can knock back other hunter. Wait, the emote actually does something? That's disgusting. that's actually revolting.
It
Do
does.
it.
Like, if I saw the person who thought that was a good idea walking across the street, I think I would swerve to hit them. With a bus.
3 damage. I'm fucking kidding.
What the fuck?
I would go, why didn't you use your emote, jackass? Why didn't your emote save you in this scenario? It seemed to save every other pleb, why didn't it save you?
Dumbass. I can't imagine.
Pay to win, pleb.
Now I want to see someone kill a whole entire monster only using the Hadouken emote.
If that, I'm gonna look that up and I'm gonna be really angry when I find it.
Someone had to put so much time and effort into that just to make it work. Because that is not something.
Someone would do it.
You right. You right. I believe it.
I'm so angry. I'm so angry. There's so many. Monster Hunter versus Street Fighter emote kill. Killing Great Jagras with just a shuriken emote. All the emote kills. Killing Great Jagras with a freaking shuriken. How to beat Behemoth with the shuriken. I'm angry. I hate this bird. When the meteor strikes, I'll smile.
Yes.
Let's watch how stupid this is. I'm excited. Oh wait, this guy's actually dressed up as what's the guy who does it? What's his name? Not Ren, the other guy. Wait, is it Ren? I don't remember. Big buff guy with a red bandana.
Ryu.
That's the guy.
No, I need the sharpen, please. I like the sharpen, please.
Oh wait, it does like no damage. I don't feel so bad now. It only does 11. It looks cool as shit though.
No, you turned around fully.
Well, no, because I thought it would do, like, if it did anything more than 20, I would have been angry. Because, while it's possible, it's not viable.
Oh god, Honey said, wow, what a salty thing. You ate too much McDonald's lately. Too much sodium.
McDonald's, what, because I'm American?
Hey, we're Canadian. What the fuck? You got McDonald's here? You told me you ain't got
There's McDonald's in Thailand.
Yeah, what the fuck?
There's McDonald's everywhere
It's just
now.
that's the general stereotype. Like, the stereotype of Americans is fat pieces of shit, even though Mexico has a higher obesity rate.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Statistically, Mexico, I think, is the highest obesity rate out of any country on the planet. How is that racist, honey? Fight me.
It's about to go down.
I will stroke your thighs to submission.
Oh.
What, you gonna make fun of me? That's homophobic.
What?
He said you had McDonald's.
What? I know he hasn't. What? Actually, McDonald's does a very good job at, like, differentiating with each one of their stores. They're not gonna have hamburgers in an Asian country. They're gonna have, like, food that fits that culture, and it's different everywhere you go.
I guess that makes sense.
Big gay. Who's big gay?
He's calling me big gay. What are you talking about? You're the one who showed off.
Let's say like in Japan you can get this black sesame burger.
Well, you can't say that word.
Or black pepper burger.
What? Stop!
Black
Racist! Dude, okay, hold on. I'm actually mildly annoying about it. Yeah, they said, what is it made of? It's like ink dye or some stupid shit. What is that?
Charcoal.
Oh, yeah, charcoal.
It's been
What
charcoal.
is that kid?
Yeah,
I want a black hamburger with a black bun. What are you, some kind of freaking goth? Get the fuck out.
Heavy metal music
I
plays.
don't understand the...
Bro, I'm emo.
What?
Oh my god, Honey.
Yeah, now we're judging
Hella people.
people.
I don't know if that's streamer friendly.
I don't think it is.
Wait, what?
We're judging emos now.
Respect Nutella people. Oh my god, I'm dead. I never heard it said like that.
The streamer said it. We're
Oh
not.
no, because I know somebody. I used to know somebody who was emo. Nutella, what the fuck?
HD is Nutella.
I'm Nutella.
Oh,
I mean,
no!
I'm the best thing in the world.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Never
this is
mind.
getting weird.
What?
Oh fuck! I just realized I forgot to buy Nutella. Shit! Thanks for reminding me.
Nice, I have like
One does not forget to buy it.
Oh, that.
They're lucky that they fucking dodged the opportunity.
I have food
At
here.
Costco, you can buy like a 1
Oh,
liter
that's
jug
good.
or something
Nice.
worth of Nutella. Or something,
I already
something.
bought 80 ounces of ranch, thank you.
HD.
What the fuck?
HD, you killing her man.
Both the dragons are there.
I
You
know.
have her man.
Save the
yo.
day.
Dragon's like, yo.
Or she's going to equally fuck up Rathalos with you.
Oh my god! I mounted the wrong fucking dragon.
First.
You never
Mounted. I'm sorry?
Look at this shit.
Stop mounting, man. What's wrong with you?
I knocked him down. The guy.
How are you more aroused than the dragons you fight?
Girl.
Move. Like, move.
What the fuck's a wasabi double cheeseburger? Jesus Christ.
You say wasabi double cheeseburger?
That sounds
Death.
unbelievably disgusting.
That sounds like pure death. Oh my god, bitch.
Okay, so I knew I had a first experience with wasabi. This is a few months ago now. I knew wasabi was hot, because I've heard, you know, a lot of people say it's hot, but it's weird hot. Like, well, because like you eat like a habanero, as you do, because I'm Hispanic, and it's hot for a long time. Ghost peppers, hot for a long time. Wasabi, it's like legendarily hot, 0 to 100, and then it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how I come back.
It was like, bro, shut up.
Okay.
You're fired. Because my mom didn't want some wasabi because she doesn't handle hot food or anything.
Oh my god.
So she gave me the whole glob that they gave her for the whole thing of a thing, and she goes, "It's wasabi. It's really hot." And I'm like, "I don't give a shit. Give it to me." And so I just shoved it into my mouth. I swear steam came out my nose. And then it was done. Half a second passed. I swallowed it. Nothing.
Motherfucking Rathian.
You want to
if
clear
you
a
don't
sinus?
piss off.
You want to clear a sinus? Just eat like
Bro, I
a
hate you
tub
so
of
much.
I
wasabi
do.
and you're good.
Yeah.
Tub?
A tub of whoa.
Wasabi is a bit too much.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
clean
you just
all
get
your
the
pathways.
fucking ice cream
Yeah.
scooper.
Feel something clogged? Eat that wasabi, man. You're good. You're GG.
Well, yeah, that's because you'll be blowing loads out of every orifice in your body. You can't be, because all of a sudden fire is blowing everywhere.
Green fire.
Oh
Like
shit.
we've all seen that video with the freaking
Oh come on. I can't get
with
down
the shit with the hippo,
Oh,
and
wait,
it's
just farting
taking a
its ass off?
goose, and then its tail just kind of like, you know,
Wags.
that
Really
would be
forcing it?
you. What?
You ever seen that?
I didn't hear you.
Fucking the fucking hippo is wagging its tail so
Yeah.
like because of the force of its own fart.
Yeah.
You think that's what that was?
What? It wasn't a fart.
No, it was using that like a fucking windshield wiper, blowing shit everywhere. That's what people were freaking out about.
That was
It was
really...
shatting and his tail was blowing it everywhere.
That
It was a fart. Holy cow,
yeah.
you're... That was the most virgin thing I've ever heard.
These
Virgin.
fucking...
I don't know. I think
oversized
I'm a
birds.
virgin.
Oh, they fucking now?
They
I'm a
fucking
virgin.
know.
I didn't hear you.
I mean, I'm a
blind.
virgin.
Aren't we all?
Did you say I
No,
didn't
I'm
hear you,
not.
I'm blind? Did you just say that, Naughty?
Well,
Yeah, that was the joke.
Please tell me.
What'd you say? I'm colorblind.
Bro, I'm happy. Ow. Fuck you both.
honey's a proud
Both can go
virgin.
fuck
I
each other.
wish I was still a virgin.
You wish?
Honey, I'll fix that for you.
Well,
I'm a proud virgin too, honey. Don't worry about it.
I could fix it for all of us.
Do not fix me, please.
No,
Oh.
I'm good. I don't need to be fixed.
I'm a very good mechanic.
Just turn
I will
back
fix
time. I
you
don't
something
need a
fine.
mechanic.
I'm fine being a virgin, thank you very much.
Just turn time backwards.
The only
That's all I
fixing
need.
I'm imagining is poop.
I'll turn back time to where you're all the closest to me physically.
Oh, wait.
The amount of driving.
So go in the ether before we've been conceived. God.
Wow. That's a little much.
Oh, wait.
Dude,
So was he?
so I don't know if any of you guys have thought about this.
All the time.
I've shut up. I haven't told the scenario, Ro. Shut up.
That's
Cut you. So
Wait, you.
if you think
Sorry. No.
Wasn't me this time.
I'm focusing.
He stole my thunder.
Aye.
Sniff that.
Do you, Naughty? Please?
God, you good?
He's not
Nah,
gonna
it's mine. I take responsibility for that. I wasn't paying attention. My bad, Naughty. I didn't mean to do it to you. I just thought of something and it was rather spontaneous, so I'm like, oh shit, and then I said it too loud. I'm sorry.
I don't get how you can miss being a virgin. Hold on.
It's one thing when Naughty talks, is another thing when he's quiet.
You can
Like-
sense the
like he's
you can
outside
sense
your
the
window.
hate in both fronts.
Like he's outside window, like I will fucking murder you.
He knocks on my door.
you. Yeah, I'm gonna kill you.
I'm scared. Naughty, please say something.
I'm going to consume all your scalps.
Like,
I'm going to use a fucking can opener, and I will take your heads off.
Okay, Naughty,
whole
please
thing?
say what you have to say.
I don't remember. I can't even see. It's just red.
what were we? What were you talking about?
You know what? Just
My name
dial
is
back
Chat.
in stream.
It's that red.
Just dial back in stream, alright? And then you'll figure out what it was.
I can't see.
Oh, I have a headache now.
You can't see, you're deaf.
Ah, popped up damn blood vessel.
Yeah, you can't see shit.
I heard something about
I have
blood.
a tumor
That's all I
now.
see. Fire and brimstone.
Iron and brimstone.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Fucking.
I'm gonna have iron in me here in a minute when I eat his fucking scalp.
Oh dear God.
If I remember correctly, you were talking
F.E.,
about how
F.E..
Gain your scalp.
you would
powers.
fix us, and that you were a mechanic. But after that, I've
Oh, that's yeah, I remember that part.
Wait.
That's kinda
What?
ready for a,
King. Wait, King, what?
Oh, what? Oh, virgin card, virginity card.
I don't get how
Yes,
you can
we
be
all
more
would
irresponsible when you have your V card.
Oh yeah, I can
not-
agree with that. I can so agree with.
I don't get it.
No, I'm with Bud on this. How does that make any sense?
Yeah.
You all of a sudden feel you have to be more responsible when you have a kid. That's the only way that I can see that sentence making sense. Is like, now you have to be more responsible since you lost your virginity because you didn't do it with protection. Or maybe that was the plan. I don't know. But like, that's the only that's the only way that makes sense to me.
Maybe that was her
Elaborate.
I ain't gonna ask.
Oof.
I'm going to. Explain yourself.
Yes, explain.
Explain yourself, sucker. What you talking about?
Was it her?
Was it who?
Was it her?
Who's
I
her?
don't know. Maybe he's in a
Sometimes
man.
she's like, I want a baby, and you're like, Okay, bye. Drag you into the bedroom.
This mother bitch. Hang on.
Called rape.
No, I'm in a completely different, like, I'm on a completely different conversation. What the fuck? Shock trap. I'm shocking this
Well, you
bitch.
know what?
I am shocking this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck.
It's rape if it's not consensual.
Can we not talk about rape and shit?
Remember, not saying no is not yes. Especially when duct tape is used.
No, you.
Doesn't matter who's taking it. Still pleasurable.
No one saw it happen.
Blasted in the ass of fire.
Ass
You know what was
body.
happening this whole time?
You
Got
got
backshotted.
you got
You know-
ass blasted.
Do you know what was happening this whole time? Honestly. I'm gonna
All
go
I saw was you
to
getting ass
fuck up
blasted with her.
Rathalos so badly in their own home. And then Rathian's guarding them. And then Rathian shoots me in the assholes. I'm about to put on a fucking trap from it.
They
Oh.
Wait. You snuck into
Just-
Rathalos' home just to fucking
Look at poor
weird
Rathian.
shit with
Look
it.
at Rathian. Look at Rathian.
Oh, dude, if you do it right. Oh. You fucked it up. You suck.
I'm not sure what's supposed to happen.
Absolute garbage.
landslide, boys. There goes
What you
Rathalos.
want to do is you want Rathalos to be downed, and then you break that, and then you win instantly.
I didn't need that top part. But
Back to square one.
You.
Well, not
I
that
don't know
far.
if King is Canadian or not, but I cannot read his words. My family, and bringing up is direct with
Bring
its
it up is-
consequences for everything, and including if you fuck a girl.
Sorry, King. I'm Canadian. I didn't understand that.
Honey, you're our last hope.
Honey,
You also write in hieroglyphs.
honey, honey,
Come-
the
if you get
last
your ass
hope.
back, your ass back, bitch.
Like Star Wars, but honey, the last
Honey,
hope.
we need you to translate the line above.
Understood.
Egg roll. I don't know, maybe.
Honey gets it. Of course, Honey gets it.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking.
God forbid I have to be last old.
What? No, you don't speak a different language.
I speak weird things.
He speaks English
Speak
Chinese.
kink.
HD, did he just throw you?
This motherfucker threw me.
Yeah, it like backflipped.
Damn, yo.
Like, this thing hates my ass.
You just got styled.
Pro English 200 IQ.
You said, what'd you
No,
say?
if you
What
spoke,
did you say?
if you could speak pro English, then we wouldn't be relying on you.
You're dying.
We need to rely on you not speaking English because King damn sure don't speak English.
Speak Scandinavian, it might work better.
Can't lie.
Oh my
You don't
fuck.
just pass it, dude.
Speak Scandinavian. What, you some goddamn Viking or something?
No, but it just means that that I won't understand it.
Nothing
speak
like
Viking
seeing a
video.
Viking in real life wearing thigh highs, am I right, boys?
So, reactor.
Actually, Reactor knows the person I'm referring to.
Oh, really? Oh, God.
It's a 6'8" Scandinavian man
What the?
Oh
wearing
my
thigh
fucking
highs.
God, this
Wow.
fucking Rathalos. I hate you so much. I'm gonna kill you with every fiber of my
I
being.
see. Oh wow, yeah, you just got
corn.
fucked up.
You say that as you die.
King, I see. I guess yeah, that's a different culture, or at least a different upbringing.
But the real question is, how old are you?
The answer is
Because if you're an
Old
adult,
enough, I
then who
hope?
gives a fuck what your parents think?
That's
Well,
that,
people do.
that moment when
It's
King
bad.
responds with 13, and then we're all silent.
Fun,
I lost my virginity for you. Okay.
22.
fun fact.
King, you're an adult.
do
Who
it.
gives a shit?
A very, very fun fact, indeed.
If you want to fuck a couch, who cares? You don't want to take responsibility for the couch. You just... Never mind. I'm not gonna finish that.
I heard cow.
I mean,
I mean, if you have a wife, you're there, but
is your wife the cow,
yeah,
or is she there also milking you?
Married a
you
cow.
may,
Isn't
cow,
that a
you
song?
may now kiss the cow. Bride, sorry.
She's not a cat. She doesn't say meow, so she's a cow. All right.
Fun fact: Rathalos
down.
has left the fucking locale. The bitch.
I told you. That's what happened.
Why? It's a mission.
Because you died like 5 times.
But it's a mission.
No, it's not. It's an expedition.
It's like free roam.
Don't marry your food, exactly, honey.
I don't know. My
I don't
food
see
is-
anybody marrying cats, so I guess it's fine. Respecting final
Have you not seen Japan?
I've been there, but yes, I've heard. There's a difference between respecting final wishes and living your own life. Like, genuinely from that perspective. I've heard of people like, oh yeah, my family has certain, like, traditions and stuff. Well, again, I guess it's different culture, because, like, well, yes, I respect that to a point, but at the same time, you're living your life, not what your family wants you to live.
At the same time, fuck
That's
you.
why in the U.S., the whole, like, where your family would set up marriages, that's not a thing, really, anymore. I mean, like,
Unfortunately.
it's not a legally binding thing. You know, back in the day in Japan, I don't know how it is now, but, like, that's why anime is portrayed a lot, is because it was an actual thing in tradition and culture back in the day. Less so now, but it does still happen.
I still love that.
I'm just, like, sweeping over what you're saying, Rogue, because I'm assuming it makes no sense at all.
It doesn't.
I love you guys.
Are you talking about my
Look at
text
you,
or what
man.
I'm saying myself?
We love and also hate each other all equally.
Oh no, this is just hate.
I don't know what hate is anymore.
Same.
I've given up
You're
hope.
missing
Love,
out.
hate, you know? Hate when we talk, love when we... Never mind.
I follow you.
The
Okay,
fuck?
partner. I've set up quests for the fire wyvern
All
and
right.
the
I'm
corn
not
wyvern.
following you.
Oh, now I'm
Oh,
fighting
wow,
a
wow.
fire wyvern. and a
You don't have to be
horn
following me, I'm dragging you.
Oh shit.
wyvern. By the balls. There you go. Let's put
I
emphasis on
was
it.
going to say by his hair, but...
Why'd you
know,
have to
whatever.
make that sexy?
I mean, if you
Well,
want to
look at
damage
the
the goods,
balls,
that's on
man.
you. You bought
Not
it.
everyone's balls deep like
By
you.
his pubic hair.
Rip every
What
hair
kind
off
of
the scrotum
demon
one by
are you?
one.
The best kind.
Force feed.
Drag him by his hair like a real man.
Talking about his balls like a real trap.
fucking ear like a real grandma.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Drag him by his elongated nose like a real boy.
Whoa! Alright, my nose is a bit
Oh,
larger than average.
yeah,
Oh my god, you just make a Pinocchio reference.
Yeah, he got it.
I didn't lie.
I'm
Forget what I was
very
about to
definitely
say then. Oh, never mind. Just never mind. Yep.
Yosh.
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 Yosh. Oh, he's gonna have a laughing fit again.
Uh-oh.
Really? No, that's not what that was.
Oh, you live in Texas. Oh, you know what, King? I got you. Alright, I understand how you feel, bro. I understand
Good
how you
night,
feel.
honey.
Well,
Good
wait,
night,
yeah.
honey.
Good night!
Alright.
Jeez.
Because a lot of
You live in Texas. That's the only place with more Mexicans than here. Not racist.
Aside from
I am
Florida.
Hispanic. See, that's the thing. When people, I always use this argument and it always gets me in a lot of trouble, but I don't care. Because every so often, so at my campus, it's extremely political. Not as much as God forbid, but certain times over here, when a professor will try to bring up like white privilege or something along those lines. Not going to get into it, but my argument is always, you can't tell me about white privilege. My ancestors were working for whites longer than yours were even here. And then they normally try to yell at me. But it's true.
So
My dad's side has been working for whites before blacks were bought over here. That's how it works.
So,
And that's
ha,
the truth.
fuck you.
Yeah, so I'm not racist. Well, because a lot of times their argument is like, you wouldn't understand because I bet your ancestors owned slaves or some stupid shit. And I'm like, no, my ancestors were legal slaves.
Rest in peace.
They're not like slaves, they're indentured servants.
Ooh, 30 health. Ah! Oh my god.
Well,
Hold on. I just got an announcement to make. I just got this message.
what?
K9 is a trusted user.
Again?
Hey, nice.
Wait, again?
yeah,
Did he lose it?
Do you
Yeah,
lose
he-
it?
No, I just had it.
wait, how do you lose trust?
I don't know.
You can lose trust as a user.
How?
You fuck up.
You break the trust.
Exactly. You
What
fuck
do you
up
mean
break trust.
trust? Gladify's been trusted. What the fuck do you have to break?
No, I've been trusted.
Their kneecaps.
I'm not trusted, at least I don't think so.
Break kneecaps. What are you, Hillary Clinton?
Play more VR chat, bud.
Oh no, I have to fight that thing?
Only people in the U.S. will
What
get that
thing?
joke.
Diablos?
Diablos.
Yay!
Okay, so you don't understand. You fight Diablos. He's an asshole.
No
You fight
shit.
his wife. She is Hitler.
Who was a wife? Who there's a wife? Oh no.
Black Diablos. Take Diablos, so you'll fight him,
Oh no.
and then you'll hate him, and then I'll go over the mechanics that are 10 times or 100 times worse, that do about 500 times more damage, that you can't avoid.
Not to bring race into this, but you said Black Diablos. Remind me of like a really sassy black lady in the hood. You know that you don't fuck with them.
Oh my god.
That's the first thing I thought. I'm like, what the fuck?
I didn't say it.
He didn't say it.
I didn't say it.
Oh,
I
bro.
mean,
Say it again.
I'm not
it's fine.
racist.
He's talking
Oh
about his
my
own.
The
I
Canadian
call it
Canadian is
racist,
more
I'm a black
racist than
president.
anyone.
Yeah, so I can
Oh,
say racist things about my group. It's fine. Such a dumb argument, but like, okay, so I don't really give a shit because I think most of the racist shit that people do is just people being stupid. Like,
Most
I
of
think a lot of people will say racist shit because they can't come up with a legitimate argument, but they were gonna bicker anyways. It's just the person they were bickering with happened to be black, so they said the N-word instead of retard.
There you go.
Like, that's what I feel a lot of people.
I like.
There aren't
that.
enough
That's
people
good.
nowadays that have enough deep-rooted, like, actual racism. They just didn't like the person and just picked an easy argument, or like an easy thing to say, at least for them.
That's what you get, Shaniqua. No, you have to say that.
Alright, relax.
Okay.
Nah, I would have used something like Bonquisha or something.
Bonquisha.
Bone.
The actual owner of this server, I sometimes call him Sean Quisha.
Oh,
That's a real name, actually. I've
The
heard that.
actual, what, Dimitri?
No, the actual owner of Zeros as a whole is my nephew, but he doesn't do anything, so I'm the owner.
Hey, buds, how's Joe doing?
Nice.
He's doing
That
good.
sounded a lot less
Why
creepy
do,
in my head.
why do you want to know about my niece?
Bro, do we need to call someone?
Wait. What's the
Yeah,
name
call
he
Joe. I
said?
want to know how she's doing.
I just
Not
realized
go
that.
through syllables.
Jody. You mentioned Jody.
Stay about like 10 miles away from my niece. Thank you very much.
I'll,
just
Make sure
Buds,
you have
I'll
it,
back
you
you
gotta,
up.
like,
I'll back
write
you
down
up. Okay, so here's the thing, right? When me, Buds, Ryu, Buds' brother and Gambit were chilling, right? I actually asked about Jody because I was curious, and then like his brother
So
got
am I.
defensive slightly. I could tell. He's like, "You know Jody?" I'm like, "Yeah, just heard on stream." Fucking don't kill me. That's hilarious.
You some kind of weirdo, gross. You know of a person, fucking gross.
I was legit scared. I'm like, "Oh fuck!"
I bet you even talked to that person, you pervert.
I'm scared now.
Don't be
Rogue.
Next,
You
you're
don't
gonna tell me
remember?
that they've spoken back to him. Ugh.
Rogue, calm down.
Please tell me you remember.
Where the fuck do you
Yes.
find a
Yeah.
accident?
She drew a picture, I remember. You need to calm down.
I have no idea what's happening right now. I'm just making.
I don't know either.
Rogue messaged me.
Yeah,
And
Let's leave it at that.
Rogue. No, explain yourself.
Well,
Explain yourself in a way that
Explain
doesn't make
yourself.
you sound like a creep. Explain yourself.
I mean, I can't.
explain yourself.
Remember that cute Japanese girl said the N-word playing... Remember that shit? You know, okay, so in GTA 5, you have the N-word thrown around all the time. It's practically normal in there, right? But this
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
honestly,
like in the game, yeah.
in the game, yeah.
I mean, the player base is pretty accurate too.
Can I give myself a self pass just for the sake of the comedic? You know, I won't even say the word. I'll just use.
Well, if you
cues.
can say the N word,
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of
It's-
people say it anyway.
Oh, were you waiting on my?
Yeah.
If you're gonna say it in a quote, I
Wait,
think
hey.
that passes.
In a quote, yeah. Okay, so
Dude,
Aaron, just to make sure, can you give me the N pass?
I don't care.
You're black!
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter.
I
need
know,
it.
right? I'm like, why are you asking me in the first place?
I need it. Okay.
Culturally, you're probably more black than Iron. He's the whitest person I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Essentially-
When
Okay, so-
when I found out you were black, I thought that was Photoshop. I'm
Oh
not
my
gonna.
God.
I thought that was a fake.
What?
There's,
Actually, that's understandable.
If any, okay, so
fuck's
if
sake.
somebody took a picture of Rogue
What's up, Barrett?
and sent it to me and said that was you, I would not think anything of it.
But you have seen me.
I know. No, I'm saying like before, because I've known Iron longer than anyone else here. Or rather, I've known him before I know any of you.
Which is very-
English is hard.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So okay,
We had sex before I met
Before
any of you,
straight off,
weird.
dude. Essentially,
You had sex before you met who?
it's so Japanese.
Yeah.
He had sex?
Guys, fuck's sake.
Fuck off.
I thought you said you were a virgin.
Motherfuckers.
That's not how this works. You, I know it has to.
I took the card back, okay?
Oh, hi.
I lost my V card, so I took someone else's. Easy clap.
Not how this works.
This man pulled a WWE wrestling move from motherfucker like he was light as fuck.
Watch out!
Wait, that was you? I didn't know who the hell was going ding, 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 that whole
That was
time.
me, bro. I never
Yours is
seen
okay?
a bitch pick up a heavier bitch in this game.
It's
Okay, so Devil Joe does that to like 5 different monsters.
He does.
But that was a move for the
that's
80s.
always
Yeah,
his
he
name,
does
bro.
that to Rathalos, he does that to Rathian, does it to,
Oh, you ugly.
Bezelgoose.
Ugly.
I think he does it to Anjanath.
Is he a
He's
fire
a-
bastard? Is Diablo's fire? I'm pretty sure Diablo's is fire.
But by the way.
No,
Rogue
he's
lost.
go underground and one-shot you bastard.
Yeah. He's a
No one heard what I said.
No. Go ahead, repeat it, we're all listening. Ready?
Rogue blessed rednecks.
That's not true, he's a virgin.
Exclusively.
Before we stray too
Hey,
far,
I
off
can
the
molest
topic,
them without putting it in.
I'm trying to get back on it for like the last 20 minutes.
Go ahead.
You know, like, okay, it's going back to the Japanese kid who said the N-word on the street. That's hilarious.
Sure.
Like the actual scene, like has Franklin and the other protagonists and children, right? There's a funny conversation going on. The ends of like nigga, and then freaking the kid in the stream goes like nigga. She repeats it, and it's like the funniest clip I've ever seen in my life because he does that. Have no clue what the fuck they're talking about.
Pink boy goes in Pickle Boy's mouth. What?
Friggin' playing GTA 5.
Pink boy, you talking about Pink Rathian?
Pink? Pink Rathian?
Yes.
Pickle Boy then.
So the actual high tier of Rathian and Rathalos, you got Pink Rathian and Blue Rathalos.
Oh yeah.
Exact same mechanics, more of an asshole.
Yep.
Stays in the air longer.
Okay, you need to not be you right now, though. Like, you always gain more distance. I don't really understand you.
I've been told that way too
Oh
often.
shit, he done did it. He done did it. He done did it. He done did it. He done did it.
He dug the dug.
He done. Okay, I'm good.
He's
Some kind of dick dug?
He's a dig.
I haven't played that in forever.
Dig dug.
Can you
How
stop
about
running
digging
away from
rig?
me? Wait, is that free bear's carcass? Can I hit farm you, bro? Hold up.
Black Diablo.
I can. Give me your shit. Okay, no, don't give me your shit. Don't give me some.
I don't think that's how this game works.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
I still
Okay,
can't
yeah,
go to
you
the
think
fact-
you're gonna get 5 seconds where Diablo just looks at you. Good luck.
I still find it hilarious. That was a whole wrestling move the motherfucker pulled on him.
Yeah.
He just tossed it. That was like a pile driver for the ages. No, not any pile driver. What the fuck was it?
Black Diablo.
No, pile. No.
Biggest,
Suplex.
Female Diablo.
Yes.
Take care, Wisp. Don't do anything stupid on the road. All right, you good?
Don't run into a pole.
You say that as if this person does that normally.
No, I'm just saying driving and doing shit at the same time is not. You know,
Don't do shit.
just be careful.
Just make
Cars
sure
are
you
dangerous.
don't get distracted and you don't fly into a gas station.
Don't say that now. you run away by digging? Oh, well, that's interesting. Where's the Barrett carcass though? Is it
The
gone?
Diggy Boy.
This motherfucker.
Yeah, it does actually disappear after attack.
Oh, bitch! I was gonna
Diggy
farm
Boy.
that.
But the Feroth doesn't have anything of value. It's one of the garbage monsters.
Yeah, but it's always good to have something off of it. Take
Oh,
some meat
that's-
off of his ass.
I mean, you don't even have to ask, and I'll give you mine.
Yeah, never mind.
Straight, by the way.
I can tell.
Thanks, man.
Gosh.
Straight, by the way.
Gosh.
Rogue!
Why?
That does not look good.
I'm curious.
So am I, but I'm playing a game.
I'm not. Rogue, send me.
No, it's in the VR chat.
Oh.
Oh God, no.
It's
Son?
hentai.
Oh.
Yeah, how does that even happen?
Oh.
I'm not sure. I just looked over at one point and I noticed that my avatar was over there. So
You looked over and realized that your avatar was not where you are.
yeah.
Oh, it's over there, breaking its legs. Great.
So, King, roughly, what would be the best element to use against this bitch?
I think he's weak to lightning. Both of them.
Also, I can use my bone. Shit. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Boneless lightning.
Boneless lightning. I'm only doing 9 damage while like max 10.
It's weak to ice.
I do have an ice bomb. That's as much as I can get.
Ice.
Ice, water, and dragon.
But it's weak to dragon.
Yeah, it's weak to
Not
dragon.
as much.
The
Water.
dragon is weak to other dragons.
Yeah. That's it.
Actually, every single of the ancient dragons is weak to dragon element. Well, there's only one ancient dragon that actually deals dragon element. Xenojiva.
Oh yeah.
The absolute easiest ancient dragon in the game. At least it was for me.
See, now I only got to as far as Gigante.
Oh my god.
He's
this-
Actually, I fought the dragon after too.
the big blue asshole.
Yeah,
That's seen it.
tornadoes. Shit.
Easily the biggest dragon in the game, unless you play like the special missions where sometimes they get really big.
Motherfucker.
Pickle boy picks black yeah.
One death
on
and I'm
the
done
ground.
because I don't have that much ammo.
Yeah, well, there's only a couple, like Betelgeuse and
Beazle dice?
yeah, and one other
Basil bit.
that fights Devil Joe like relatively on par.
Mega fag.
All right, you can't say that word. This is YouTube. It's 2019,
Sorry.
bro.
Who's
Minuscule.
Pickle boy though?
ballistics.
Devil Joe.
Oh,
I've heard that called. I believe Honey has called him that as well.
pickle boy.
I don't know why.
Because he looks like a giant pickle, I bet.
That'd be weird.
You assume because you think that the people who call him Pickle Boy are not mentally handicapped. You
What?
give them a lot of credit.
Or, you know, the fact that they played in this game longer than I have, that's for sure.
You only need to see him once
Cause you
to
only
be
live.
able to see him.
I remember looking at some gameplay and there was a Anjanath looking motherfucker, but like bigger and more teeth. It wasn't Anjanath.
Was he
Spiky.
green? Was he green?
No, he was reddish.
No idea. Absolutely no idea.
But he has the same movements of a T-Rex.
Oh, you mean run and bite?
Yeah, pretty much.
And at what point in time did you see this picture? Or
Oh yeah, might have been from an event.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But he looked like a regular, like, type monster. Like, it wasn't like a special one. It looked like as if he belonged in the game to begin with. Non-event. I'd say he's a lot rounder and fatter, but like moves like a T-Rex.
Fat boy?
Who?
Fat boy? Fat boy.
Big boy.
Big boy.
Big boy.
Big boy.
Big motherfuckers. Such man.
Big motherfucker.
What recommended weapon would be used against it like this?
So I was about to mention this. What element are you using right now?
It's fire, but
You want to
my-
guess what he's resistant to?
Well, I assume fire.
That's the only element he's resistant to.
This is fucking dumb.
He takes 0 damage from your element, which means you're only doing the raw physical damage of your weapon.
Yeah, which is
He's
an
still
ass. That's
sitting
what
on
I'm
1 HP and he's dead.
No.
Yeah, why are you sitting on no health?
Oh, so I was healing the whole time, believe it or not. I
No, you were in the middle of jumping.
Well,
You physically cannot heal with any ability in the game while you're moving.
I know. Well, yeah, you can. Hey, Jim. Jim says
You
go.
can
Ooga
what?
booga.
Hi, Jim.
Okay, hang on. Oh, I switched. Why the fuck did I switch it out for a health booster? I have a glider mantle. When?
Idiot.
Go to Garon and Rathalos set.
I never used any of those mantles.
The only one I used was I used the ghillie suit a little while, but the main one that people end up using is the whatever it's a challenger or whatever, and then the ones that make you dodge, and then the vitality mantle, because you can use, I believe, 3 at the end game. I don't remember.
Oh, feels wah man.
And one of them is just plain and simply, I have no skill, so I use this.
Which is?
Because I don't remember what it's called, but it just makes you auto dodge. It just gives you iframes until you avoid a hit. Like,
in debate,
staying
not
in-
continuing this.
HD, do you not have any other
What?
gun that's different element?
You want to try it again, buds? But this time more into the microphone.
Oh, do you not have any other gun or weapon that fucking has a different element?
well, no, looking at his inventory.
I'm
He has
looking
one
at the
weapon
Iron
upgrade.
Hammer with the most damage and that's as much as I can fucking muster at this point in time. But
Fuck.
You're gonna do hammer its anus.
Speaking of
I
looking
don't know
at
what you like to hammer its anus.
anus or
I wanna hammer a
behind,
lot
I'm
of-
looking at my own VR
I
chat.
prefer if you
models
pronounce
behind
it
right now.
anus.
I wanna hammer the
Anus.
moon.
I do.
Wait, what happens if I use lightning against it? Will that work?
Yes.
No. It's not resistant to it, but it's not weak to it.
It's not
So
weak to it.
basically, it doesn't do anything.
Oof.
It's just there.
This.
Ice or water, you don't have access to Dragon Element yet. You don't get any Dragon Element until I believe you kill either Devil Joe or Nergigante, which Devil Joe doesn't come out until Nergigante comes out. So, no Dragon Element.
I just got the weirdest DM.
The weirdest what?
I just got the weirdest DM.
From who?
You want me to one
I
up?
won't say who it is, but I'm just gonna say that their butt hurts now.
I know who it is.
Oh, it's Reactor for Shizzle.
You
No,
do.
absolutely not. You think Reactor's gonna DM Iron? What the fuck?
If you
I know who
DM
it
me
is.
anything, it's gonna be more gay shit. So no.
Oh my god, this fucking hammer's massive.
Wait, Naughty, who do you think it is?
Take a guess.
You want me to just say it out loud?
I mean, you can DM me if you want. I don't care.
I don't care. I'm assuming it's Luna.
Nah, that just brings more questions.
No, that answers everything.
Not really.
For us, it does.
I'm gonna be real. I have no. Okay.
He's actually.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I told you.
Sorry, Luna.
I'm
She's
not.
not watching. Well, at least I don't think she is.
You don't know that.
I'm gonna DM her saying I'm not
You know
sorry.
that.
Nah, no.
Just a random DM. Sorry, not sorry.
I don't know how to use the hammer. But how to use the hammer?
She's gonna be like, why? She's gonna be like,
How do
why
you
you?
use the
How do you
hammer?
know that?
You have pretty much, I don't know what it is on the Xbox controller, but I know that one of the triggers should be able to charge up your hammer a few times once you have it pulled out. And if you do a sliding attack, there should be something where you jump in the air. And I don't remember which button.
Hey, it tells you.
Click the button. Yeah.
What?
Click the button and you fucking do a spin in the air.
Okay.
Yeah, what you just did there with charging up and then putting it back in your weapon makes the hammer deal more damage. You always charge it up, put it in your hammer.
I can run and charge at the same time.
And by the way, you only need one tick of charge. You don't need to have fully charged. So one tick of charge and then put it in your hammer and then you're good.
Alright, so, how do I go in the air again? Say that again?
When you're sliding, you jump and then
Like that.
Like how I did it just now. Okay, I thought it was the other way.
I literally do that all the time and I fucking
Well, the thing is, you have to find a place to slide on all the fucking time.
which is almost fucking anywhere. I found
No.
so many places to slide on.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
places to slide on that you wouldn't think of because you don't need to slide very far.
Yeah.
Like you
as
literally
soon as
need
you
to
start
slide
sliding,
long
you
enough for
do
the
it.
game to go, oh, we're sliding? Okay.
Literally, as
Sliding.
soon as you start sliding, you can do it.
I'm just dying another time. Fuck it.
You really have so much faith.
Number one, I'm using the hammer and not doing shit though.
That's because you're using a rarity 1 weapon.
Level 1.
But it has like 400 something damage.
It has... So that's
More damage
another
than
thing
blade.
that I think is really, really annoying, is that they give damage values that mean absolutely nothing.
Oh god.
Because every monster has different amounts of defense, which means your damage value means 0.
Oh, fuck.
Like, the damage value only matters in comparison to itself. So, like, when you upgrade, don't look at it as it goes from 600 to 700. Look at it as I gained 16.5% damage. I gained 1/6 because it went from 6 to 700. But even that's not very accurate because if it has 200 armor, the higher damage value from one shot, you have to deal with armor less. Because armor is only calculated per shot.
Right.
So instead of hitting for 350 damage twice, but dealing 300 armor, you're doing very little damage as well as 700 in one shot. Different calculations.
You fainted. Oh,
I'm
that's
leaving.
why you died.
Because everything I'm supposed to end at 11 is 11:17 now. Or 11:12. My bad. The clock is still wrong.
Bro keeps sending me pictures of just my VR chat model's ass.
I want to see that. I mean,
Wait, he's DMing you on top of spamming the VR chat section. I'm not, well, not spamming, but like, you're sending pictures to multiple people,
Yeah.
I'm not getting
What
any.
do you think I've been doing?
wasting your life away, and I was right.
One is just a clear shot of my
Oh,
fucking...
oh!
Yeah,
I remember
moving
this.
squat
I
line.
remember this.
The fact that he said he remembers it
Remember what now?
is just more concerning.
What,
No,
what
it's
do you
the one
remember?
where
Okay, partner.
we were stacking and we were all giant women.
Oh no, dude, I think I was there for that.
Yeah, because we were chasing you
Bro.
around the snow area.
What?
Oh god.
And it's when Rose
Wasn't
made
that me?
joke.
I think that was Indy.
What
It could have been you though.
that me?
Everyone was cloning.
Is that me?
Yeah, well, no.
Okay.
Well,
Before
because I was thinking, I remember when it was me, Yami, and Joe were that model goofing off. I don't
Oh,
know
you
if
mean
Indy
the
was
yellow
there,
one?
because I'm pretty sure she's dead.
Before I go, recommended current weapon. What would you say? For
I
that?
can't recommend a weapon because you're preferring certain playstyles. Like, if you
Touche.
want to know the weapons that do the most damage, it's by such a large margin. Longsword, dual blades, and bow. Those have the highest damage outputs out of any weapons in the game.
Yeah, but that's okay. Fair enough.
Great sword.
If you want to look at a weapon that has a good... Yeah, so, like, the Great Sword... Honey does pretty good damage with a Great Sword, and it's an A rank. It's not an S rank, but it's still a very good weapon. You know, Rage does okay, but I think he would do better with a bow, just because his playstyle is different, but he prefers the heavy bow gun.
So if I make an ice glaive, would I be okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But figure that out though, because I have to
so,
restart
like,
the whole glaive.
Well, so that's another thing is, once you get to higher rank, you can afford to just make weapons.
Yeah, I guess.
I've got like 8 or 9 different bows. Mainly because I don't want to sell them, and I'm a hoarder. But you only need like 3 or 4.
I like how it's giving me the option to make a dragon bone glaive, but I can't.
So that's because you're missing some of the resources, but you've acquired some of all of it.
Yeah. And the coral
So
bone
actually,
and
your
warp
best
bone.
bet, like, you probably should make a dragon bone glaive.
Coral bone and whip. I feel like corals in that coral area, and the warp bones I actually don't know where, but you can just find bones on the ground.
I don't remember where warped bones are at,
Look
like
it up.
specifically.
The
Yeah,
where-
Bud's a tryhard, so he remembers all this garbage.
Yeah.
I just said look it up.
No, but you remember it, so just say it.
So let's do that.
Remember what?
All of it.
All of
That's your
Though,
okay.
if I had to make a Rogue. If I had to make a recommendation, because you'll basically, once you kill Nergigante, you'll dump the Dragon Bone weapon because it's trash.
Right.
It's just the Nergigante dragon weapon, basically across the board, is the best dragon weapon in the game. At least for anything that relies on affinity.
This guy 10 times harder. Okay. Let me turn in my research so I can actually get some stuff.
Rattleban has it.
What?
What?
A Rattleban has a warp bone. You can
Does it?
drop it. Yeah.
Well, I have to fight
Big
his,
roly poly.
I have to fight his spinny ass again.
You can look in Rotten Vale.
Yeah, Rotten Vale's where he is, usually. He swims in bones to rebuild himself.
Or
I
you
think
can
he's a
look
tar
for
monster.
the bone in Rotten Vale if you do like a collection quest there or something.
So, Zero, if I may make a recommendation,
Yes, sir.
which I recommended before you even bought the game,
Right.
try the weapons on a lower tier monster like a Jagras, like the Great Jagras.
Okay.
Yes.
Try all the weapons. Don't pick a hard monster, because otherwise you'll lose, think it's the weapon, and you'll give up. When it's not the weapon, it's because your weapon is rarity 1, and you're fighting a monster that you should have a rarity 5 weapon. That's why it gets more and more expensive to experiment with weapons as you get higher level.
Right.
So try it on a low level monster, try the weapons, obviously not all at once, but you at least want to experiment on a monster that it's somewhat doable, get the feel of dodging and moving around with any of the weapons and then go, okay, this is the one I want. I picked the bow after dealing with the longsword. Hated it. Some people really like the longsword. I don't like it. I found that out, so I don't use it anymore. But for some reason, I have the highest tier longsword in the game because I had the resources. But it gets more difficult to make the higher tier weapons to find out if you like the weapon, or to make the highest tier weapon to find out you don't like the weapon and then sell it and then hate yourself. So experiment around, suffer for a little bit, and then find out, oh yeah, I really do like the glaive. And then you can go, okay, that's what I want to do.
Okay.
I recommend experimenting with the bow, because that's my preference. You may hate the bow, because all of a sudden your cat never gets attacked, because you get tunneled the entire game.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It's really important to master dodge. The dodge button is by far, like, if any key on your keyboard or on your controller, if any button or whatever was to go out from mashing it, it would be the dodge button.
Because that is literally
spam
the
it.
way that you live there.
For all of eternity. Yeah, and then you watch as the person wielding the hammer, or basically any melee weapon for that matter, run and chase the boss, because the boss is chasing you, and you're constantly sprinting away.
Yeah.
Rage, don't worry. It only gets worse here on out.
Oh, fuck, don't tell me that.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
It's how life works.
That's how games progress, if anything. That's like every game's just not like, and you're stuck on easy the whole game. Like, no, even on easy mode, things get harder. No, that's for sure.
Well, I think that's a preference, and that also depends on how, not how good of like a gamer, but how well you mesh with the game. I can play Monster Hunter World and solo high-end bosses as long as they're not bugged or stupid.
Right.
But yet, I can play Dark Souls 2 and get stuck on the first boss because I don't like that play style, so I never really spent time to get really good at the game. I just didn't like it. So I just didn't really try because I didn't enjoy it, you know? But for you to... if you really find a play style, then, you know, games can be a lot easier than others. Of course, you can take a game like, let's say, Prototype. God, that game was so fun. But it was the easiest thing I've ever seen. Even on the highest difficulty, I physically couldn't take damage because I got armor that made bullets bounce off of me. It's just the way the games are designed.
Yeah. Okay. Well, on that note, we can end stream.
Okay.
Stream later when you do ERP.
No, I gotta meet somebody.
What if I asked?
Oh my god.
Yeah, can you please stream
Yes.
ERP?
No, I'm never streaming ERP. What the fuck type of shit y'all motherfuckers into? What's wrong with you?
Can you ERP a stream?
No, you cannot ERP a stream.
Ooh.
The ERP is just
ERP all over the stream.
That, y'all disgust.
The stream will be dripping with juice.
I think applesauce.
Why do we end on the weirdest shit?
Giant juice.
Because
Why don't you end it
bro.
before the weird
Was
shit?
this the word shit?
No! That was yesterday. We're not doing it today.
What word should we do instead?
What word are we doing this
I don't
time?
know.
Fuck.
Let's not do
Shit.
that.
Oh my god.
The word the.
The word shit.
We already did that one.
We already did that one.
The word.
You know, fun at Simon Says. Pick another one.
The word.
I don't want to do. Never mind. I'm not gonna finish that.
The word.
The word.
My manager's last name was Word. We would make fun of him a lot.
Word?
He'd go and do this. I'd be like, Word.
Word, yo.
His response was, of course, you're white. Shut up. Now it goes, so are you.
But you're not.
Oh my god.
Fair enough.
I'm visibly white, but I'm Hispanic.
He.
So you identify.
A reverse s'more.
I do every time a federal paper comes up. Everybody goes, yeah, we're doing a scholarship, or we're doing the special program where people who aren't white get benefits. I go,
I'm signing up for that.
I'm Hispanic.
I'm half Italian.
Didn't ask. Thank you, though.
I'm black.
Eat.
When
I
you when they're like, you know, white, black, Asian, whatever, like the check boxes, I check other, and then you know, right.
Let them figure it out themselves.
You just write other, but you don't actually put what other is.
A reverse Oreo cookie.
And they go, you need to fill that out, and I go, I don't want to tell you what I identify as. Fuck off.
I identify
I'm me.
as an Apache helicopter.
A reverse Oreo.
This will get you places.
Actually, no, reverse s'more.
No, reverse Oreo.
S'more.
Black on the inside.
Nice.
Yeah, but in me and Orange's cases, we're white on the inside.
Yeah.
So it's just an Oreo.
Iron's almost white on the outside.
But we still kind of burnt.
I mean, I'm just burnt.
Iron is the vanilla Oreos.
Wow.
Oh my god. No, I just double stuffed, you know? Wait, that's wrong.
Wait, you're double stuffed? What the?
Double
He's gonna be.
I mean, at least I'm still dark, so shut up.
For now.
Wait,
Wait, but what are you double stuffed with? Wait, don't tell me.
Don't you
Don't
mean
make
moist?
it weird.
What are you double stuffed with? Another Oreo.
Oh no! I'm so glad the stream's still going because I'm reading chat.
So basically, you got him pregnant.
God.
No.
Iron's
Pull
pregnant.
out.
Wait, I am?
Iron's pregnant?
Stuffing an Oreo with
How
another
am I
Oreo.
pregnant? I didn't even do anything. I'm wait.
Nobody
I
had.
didn't even
No,
have
that's
sex
not
in
the
the-
point. They did you. You didn't do anything.
Stan you never wanted.
You sat there in bed.
I didn't even see anyone. What?
What are you talking about?
I didn't
Iron
know.
Starfishes. He did the fucking one night sit.
I get it.
Dude, just playing on my don't do it too rough. Just the lightest.
Iron.
Rub a dub dub in your tub.
Iron. Saying that you didn't see anyone isn't a very valid argument. They have blindfolds.
Well, who is laughing in the background?
The other stream on my phone.
Oh.
Sorry.
The other
still
rogue
streaming and
playing
you're
through
watching
his
the
phone,
stream.
which is playing through the microphone, which will play through the stream, which will play through his phone again, which will play through the microphone again.
Until I turn the sound down and then it stops.
Do you ever see Radical Soul whenever he stream fight?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
Me neither.
Who?
I just thought Radical Soul, I think was his name, but I just seen it in those like Foxy videos.
You mean Radiant Soul?
Radiant Soul.
Radiant.
Radiant. That's what it
Radiant.
was.
So.
Yeah, the soundboard guy.
Yeah. One of them.
Oh fuck, Iron helped me
But
find
yeah,
out I was
one
in a Fox video just recently too.
You were in
It
a Fox.
was-
Link it to me.
It's in general media.
Is it really?
Yeah,
It's already
734.
it's already yeah.
Come on.
How
Wait,
far do?
what?
Oh,
734.
no, I'm screwing up.
Oh man.
How far do you scroll up to? 34.
Well, somebody else's stream though, but I was just like one of the main people there.
What?
Oh, when Wolf slammed his head on his desk, that was also in a Fox video.
Oh, yes, that was funny.
That was funny. It was funny when in person.
You should have seen it in color.
Right now we calm down, so I think it's a good time.
You weren't the cameraman this time, though.
No. I wish I
Not
was.
cameraman doesn't count.
I send them so many fucking videos. But yeah, anyways.
You're back.
Everybody say goodbye to stream.
Bye, stream.
Yep.
Bye
More
bye.
streams of videos will come out on a regular basis, so I'll see you guys in the next one. But for now, y'all take care and have yourselves a good night. I'm gonna go get my thing done. So,
Yeet.
yeety.
Yeet.
Suck my dick.
Yeety
For
beady
more
lemon
shit.
squeezy.
Don't forget to eat, skeet, and don't eat.
Welcome to the
Don't
Eat
forget to
Squad.
eat, skeet, and
Join
pull
the
up
Eat
with
Squad
your
by
That's
joining
pretty
the
neat.
Discord. Y'all okay. Bye, everybody.